Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for December 16th through the 22nd of 2019. Sorry. Oh, it's taking a sip of my coffee. Okay. So let's get into your reading. However, I do want to let you know that normally when I do these spreads, I have the energy, and that overall energy for the week normally comes from the divine, but something was calling me, spirit was calling me and saying, we want the message to come from your ancestors. So for this week, for all the signs, so if you look at not just your sun sign, but your moon sign, your Venus sign, know that these are all messages directly from your ancestors. So let's see what the overall energy is for this week from your ancestors. So they pulled out the Animal Guardian card. This is all about trusting your instincts, right? Makes perfect sense that this would come out from your ancestors because our ancestors had to trust their instincts. I'm talking way back, right? Your way, way back ancestors. That's how they survived. No matter what continent they were on, they had to go with their instincts, their gut feelings. So your ancestors, Aries, they're telling you this week, sometimes you got to throw logic aside and go with your gut. Okay? I know that that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but you really do. You have to go with your gut. So whatever comes up this week, whatever kind of decisions, you can write the list of pros and cons all you want, but inevitably you need to go with your instincts, with your gut instincts, okay? So I love that because it's kind of bringing us back to, in a sense, I want to say, excuse my chair, I'm trying to scooch up here, guys. It's kind of, oh, what's the word, Spirit? You just gave it to me and I lost it, guys. Yeah, it will have to come back to me. I had totally lost it. I'm sorry, guys. But like I was saying, way back when, they couldn't sit there and write down their pros and cons about a decision. It was, oh, I have to go with my gut on this. I have to leave this area because I feel a predator. Or I know I can eat this food because my gut is telling me it's not going to poison me, right? Things like that. So, again, we have this innate intuition built into us. And I know, Aries, for my subscribers, like I kind of rant about this. It's one of my big things trying to get this point across to anybody who comes to this channel is that we don't use our instincts enough. We don't use it the way they're intended. We've almost shut them out, which is not a good place to be. I'm just saying it's not. So again, for this week, any decisions, any things you need to do, go with your gut. It's kind of like this, Aries. If you're driving along home from work and you normally take a certain path, but all of a sudden you're like, I really feel like I should turn right here and take a different path, you need to do that. That is your ancestors, your guides, angels, the divine protecting you. Maybe if you would have kept going the normal path, you would have got into an accident, right? So trust those instincts. And I have goosebumps from head to toe right now, which is just telling me they're like, yes, everything. Okay, everything, trust your instincts this week. Okay, so the tarot comes out, and I love this because this Four of Swords talks about meditation, relaxing, taking a rest, which, yes, that is important. But this card also talks about contemplating things. So I really feel like your ancestors, spirit, your angels brought out this card to say it's good to contemplate, but not overthink. So again, I feel like they're really saying to me, because I read intuitively, like, hey, the meditation, the rest, relaxation, that's good, but that's not the point. The point is don't over contemplate, don't overthink. Go with your instincts this week, okay? Go with your instincts this week. And then you have the King of Wands. So listen, this is your energy, Aries. You're all, fire. And this is about being a natural born leader. This card is about having vision. So when I say the word vision, I'm telling you, I am telling you guys, my head is killing me right now. And I'm not prone to headaches necessarily. But this is telling me that it's not, oh, okay, Spirit. It's not vision that you have per se, okay? That's what this card normally represents, but it's that you'll be seeing visions, okay? So I think that is absolutely why my head is throbbing right now, because I can barely open my eyes. Spirit is saying, when you're sleeping, when you're napping, when you are meditating, there will be visions for you, okay? There will be signs and symbols. Maybe when you close your eyes, you see, an eagle. Look up what that means, okay? Um, our ancestors are very much about showing us signs of nature, and it doesn't matter, okay, what background it is, okay? You don't have to be, okay, so I'm Native American. You don't have to be Native American to have animal symbols come, right? Because all of our ancestors had a great affinity for animals and what they meant, okay? Whether you look at the Native American heritage, Hinduism, right, has a lot. If you go back to Egypt, right, and everything in the hieroglyphics, there were animals as representation for things. So I'm not trying to go into a history lesson here, guys. I'm just trying to say Spirit's really coming in very strong, especially for just a general reading, a weekly general reading. So it's kind of bringing me back to the Four of Swords, where I said, this talks about meditation and relaxation, but that's not really what it's about. Well, it's not really about that in the sense of what we were talking about before, but now Spirit's saying, wait, go back and tell them to please meditate. And meditation comes in lots of forms, guys. Walking through nature, meditation. Yes, sitting and in a quiet space, meditation. Napping can be meditative. So whatever that sort of meditation is for you, you need to do it, and you need to write down what you see, and then you need to look up the meanings of that. And I have a feeling for most of you, it doesn't have to be animals that you see in your vision, but for a lot of you, that's what it's going to be, okay? It could be number sequences, certain colors even. Like I know sometimes when I am lacking in the ability to speak my truth, I will see a lot of, turquoise kind of color when I meditate. So I just don't want to keep it too general. There's all sorts of ways. And woof, boy, is that power just coming through. Very intense. I was wondering why I was feeling this way. Now I know. Okay. Sorry. Whew, for weekly, that came out strong. I mean, really strong. I can finally open my eyes again, though. Then you have the Star card, and I love this because this is absolutely healing. There's some massive healing going on. Listen, we're in the time of the full moon in Gemini. I hope you watched that video for you. We have the 1212 portal that we just went through. This is a very powerful time, okay? And this is very powerful healing. And I feel like this healing is coming from those meditations, okay? Those going within. Again, whatever that is for you. Taking a hot bath is meditative, okay? So don't, go by the book of what people say meditation is. It's different for every single people. Some people, I have a subscriber that can see visions with their eyes open, right? They're not even sleeping. They just sit in a quiet state and they see visions. Okay, so everybody's going to be able to see that differently. Okay, so lots of healing here. And with that healing there's going to be some renewal in a good way, right? So healing can be physical, healing can be mental, it can be spiritual, right? So it's going to resonate with you all differently, but there's definitely some healing in here and some renewal happening. And it leads you this week to the Two of Wands, which, the Two of Wands, it's really becoming one of my more favorite cards to see, because the Two of Wands is about progress. It's about moving forward. He's not looking behind him. He's moving forward. And what I love about the Two of Wands is there's no wrong path. Whatever path you take is going to get you to where you need to be. It's about taking that first step. So a lot of you this week will take that first step towards healing, that first step towards a new relationship, that first step to a new career, a new job, right? You're going to be taking those first steps, and that's progress. I love it. Oh boy, the energy has just changed so much from these first two cards. Okay. Whew, I feel like I'm breathing again. Okay, that was pretty intense. Then, Aries, we have the Page of Swords. These visions that you're going to have, right, really is going to spark something in you to find out more. You're going to be very curious. You're going to have a thirst for knowledge. Oh, yeah. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to get interested in healing, in being the healer, okay? That can be many forms. Some of you are going to do some sort of divination work like tarot, right? Or you'll do energy healing like Reiki will pop into your head and you're like, I want to learn more about that. Acupuncture. I mean, it can be, you're healing someone physically, you're healing someone energetically, you're healing someone spiritually. But a lot of you, that's going to come in and you are going to have this thirst for the knowledge. You cannot hold back. You want to learn more and more. Your free time is spent learning that. And that's a beautiful thing. We could use more healers, right? So I love this. So I feel like you're trusting your instinct also is tying in with this. If your instinct is like, hey, I saw a bunch of ads to learn Reiki, then yes, go with your gut and go learn it, okay? You have the Three of Cups here, which is celebration, right? And it's celebration. It's good times. It's, normally celebration with friends, right? So this week is, we're hitting the holidays, guys. There's a lot of parties and get-togethers. Go out. If you're invited out, go out. There's information. You may hear about, an acupuncture class through being out with your friends. And maybe that class is free, right? I mean, there's so many things here and so many possibilities. Also, this card tells me, for me, because again, I'm an intuitive reader, when I see the Three of Cups come out, this absolutely is your team behind you, celebrating with you. This is, your angels, your ancestors, your guides. They're like, woo, look at Aries go. Yes, and they're backing you up here 100%. So I feel like even though we don't have like opportunity cards coming in, so many of them, like there's one in here. We don't have the aces coming in. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for you when you go out. Okay? When you're going out, there's a lot of opportunities that will kind of surprise you. And then you have the Moon card, and the Moon card in this particular reading for you, I love it because it's right under the Star card. Look at the similarities in the colors. That's that's the blue, okay, of the throat chakra, which that's funny. Spirit's funny. That's probably why Spirit had me say that earlier, right? About when you're meditating and maybe you see a color, and the first one that came to my mind was the blue. All right, some of you need to open your throat chakras, do some throat chakra work. YouTube, opening chakras. There's a whole ton of music, meditations. There's got to be something for you because you need to speak your truth now. You're healing to come out and speak your truth. And this Moon card is also about intuition. So again, going with trusting your gut. Your ancestors brought it out especially for that. Again, trust your gut. And by doing this, guys, and normally these general readings can go a little bit more towards the love side or the career side or spiritual. And I feel like for you guys, it's spiritual, seeing visions, that's very spiritual, but it's leading you to a different career. Okay, a different job. Maybe you're tired of what you're doing and you feel the calling to do something in the healing business. Maybe you go back to school and become a nurse. I mean, it could be a lot of things. And the reason I say that is because the Ten of Pentacles is out. So the Ten of Pentacles is all about Pentacles are our earthly needs, right? We need money, we need shelter, we need food. And the Ten of Pentacles is all about long-term success. Okay, so whatever this change might be for you, whatever this calling is for you, Aries, it's time. Okay, it's time to go learn right? That thirst for knowledge, because it will bring in fortune and abundance in your earthly realm. Okay, so yeah, this is this is good. This is very good. This is very deep here. All right. So Aries, then you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about determination. Once you see it, once you recognize it, again, it's like thirst for knowledge. Like I'm determined to know more and more and more, right? I'm absolutely want to know as much as I humanly possibly can, spiritually can know about this topic, whatever this may be for you. Also, I'm just going to point it out when I see this happen. You have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. That is definitely talking about a very powerful partnership. Okay, so the partnership can be romantic, guys. So for some of you, you're already in a long-term partnership and you feed each other really well. You stand behind each other. You have strength, right? You have power, and that's beautiful. Some of you, that's coming in for you. Okay, that partner, that life partner is coming in soon, if not this week, and you'll be a very powerful couple. And this can also be just a very, very a powerful partnership with the universe, okay, with your ancestors to co-create. And it can be work partnerships. Like maybe you go into business with somebody and it's very powerful and it's good. And then you have And then you have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I love this. That's a painful ending. You guys have definitely been doing the work, releasing what no longer serves you. You're not going to take that energy into 2020. I can tell you right now, even as the simplest of gestures, rituals to let go of those things works, as long as the intention is there. This could be a painful ending in a relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, can be, but it's over, like you're over it. Or a friendship maybe, right? Or just somebody in your life that was there for that purpose and now is, no longer serving your higher good. Situation could be a job, but yeah, it's over. Whatever it is for you, Aries, it's definitely over. You're over it. You're done. You've learned your lesson. You can move on. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is absolutely about this creativity and this beauty coming in. So again, it takes me to this whole healing part, guys. I really feel like a lot of you, maybe not all of you, but a lot of you are going to go into some sort of healing business. And you're going to be very creative how to do it. Maybe some of you do crystal therapy, right? But it's really beautiful energy. And I think that's why I brought up crystal therapy, because crystals are so beautiful to me. And it's really good. It's really, really passionate, There's some passion behind this. And I think it's gorgeous. I really do. I mean, again, I will say it. We need more healers in the world. So absolutely. And then you have the Two of Cups, again, talking about that partnership that I was talking about with the King and the Queen. This is, divine love, okay? This is equal partnership, equal give and take, okay? This can be, again, with the universe. You're co-creating with the universe, even give and take here. This could be a romantic, absolutely. If you're in a long term, this feeling comes back because maybe you felt like you were doing most of the work. If it's new love that can come in, right? If it is, guys, then this is a very, very good relationship. Very equal as far as the give and the take, right? And again, I keep looking and I can't get over it. There's something, maybe this person comes in to teach you healing. Some of you, you're going to go for some sort of healing, right? Maybe like a Reiki treatment again, and you're going to meet a significant other. There's just going to be like the sparks, right? This is tying into everything, guys. I love it. It's tying into love. It's tying into business. It's tying into spirituality. Remember when I said, I think this is more of a career thing? Actually, it's just tied all three together. It's like the Holy Trinity, right? All the things you need. And I love it because the bottom of the deck, Aries, you have the Four of Pentacles, and this is feeling secure. Bottom line, no need, Spirit's like, no need to go any further in the bottom of the deck, because here it is. It's a feeling of security, in money, in finance, in love, in career, in spirituality. You're really coming around. This is like a big change for you, Aries. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a big, big change. And I'm not surprised with the 1212 portal and us going into a whole new decade here. I am not surprised. And then your ancestors brought out the change card. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. And it just hit me when I said the beginning. A lot of you are going to, it's so funny because I didn't even think about it when I was reading it, but now Spirit's like, hey, point it out to them, point it out to them. The changing business, right? The changing career, going into the healing arts, whatever that is. And there's so many of them, guys. There's so many different ways that we can heal, that we can help heal others, right? Because that's what we're here for, is to serve humanity. And there's so many ways out there, way more than when you think about being a doctor or being a nurse, okay? Way more. So something's going to click with you, and it's going to be your calling. And your ancestors are here saying, hey, don't worry, because this is going to be the beginning of a fruitful season, right? Feeling secure monetarily, spiritually, and in love. Wow, what a gorgeous reading, Aries. I can't even get over it. I feel like you guys have been waiting for this, like, honestly, like a really deep, soul touching kind of a reading, which this really is. Wow, your ancestors did amazing, right? They did amazing. Anyway, I have kept you here so long. Normally our weeklies are not 20 some odd minutes long, guys. I'm sorry, but spirits and your ancestors and the divine and your angels just are like, this is the way it's going to happen this week. So let me know, how does this resonate with you? Have some of you already been thinking about, getting into a healing type of business? Have you met somebody, recently? Because time is fluid, guys. So this could have already started. Some of you, if it hasn't, it will. So let me know in the comments, guys. I'm super excited for you. Then make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And, of course, click on that little bell. That little bell notifies you of when Spirit and I upload a new video. I am going to leave it with this. Thank you to all of Aries ancestors for this beautiful message.